I swear, what I'm about to tell you is not fiction. It's something I saw with my own eyes, something I heard with my own ears, and something I've never been able to forget since that night. It all started about 2 years ago. I've always been fascinated by abandoned places. I loved filming them, searching for their hidden details, and imagining the stories behind their broken walls. I once heard about an old hospital on the outskirts of the city. People said the spirits of the patients still lingered there. They said if you entered, you could hear strange voices. Honestly, I didn't believe it. I thought it was nothing more than rumors. But my curiosity was stronger. So I grabbed my backpack, my camera, and a small flashlight, and I went alone. The moment I reached the rusty iron gate, I felt something heavy in the air. The building was massive, its windows shattered, and the night wind played a sad tune through the broken glass. When I pushed the gate, it groaned loudly, the kind of sound that makes your heart skip. I thought I was alone. At least, that's what I believed. I stepped into the first hallway. The smell of mold and rust was suffocating. The walls were cracked, covered with old scribbles and stains. My footsteps echoed strangely, almost as if someone was copying them. Just a second behind me, I froze. The echoes stopped too. That wasn't an echo. Someone was walking behind me. I spun around, flashlight raised. The hallway stretched out, empty. I tried to smile nervously and tell myself it was just my imagination. But deep down, I knew something was there with me. I pushed open the first door. Broken beds, rusty surgical tools, dark stains on the floor. I wanted to believe they were rust. But the color, the smell metallic, sharp. No, it was blood, old and dried. I lifted my camera to take a picture. And then I heard it. A whisper? So close to my ear, I could almost feel the breath. Why did you come? I froze. I turned, quickly left, right behind me. Nothing. My chest tightened, but I forced myself to keep going. Maybe it was just the wind, I told myself. But as I walked deeper into the hospital, the whispers followed. Sometimes from my left, sometimes from my right, sometimes directly behind me, and sometimes above me. Most of it was unclear, but one sentence I heard again and again, clear as day. You will not leave. My skin crawled. I wanted to run, but something inside me kept pushing forward. The hallway led to the operating theater. The door was hanging loose, and when I shoved it, it swung open with a slow creak. And that's when the nightmare truly began. The room was wide. Surgical tables in the center, covered with dust and rusted tools. On the walls, scratch marks, deep and desperate, like someone had clawed at the paint trying to escape. On the floor, fresh drops. Small, dark red drops. Blood, leading into the corner. I stepped closer, and then slammed. The door shut behind me on its own. My flashlight flickered, dimmed. Then the air turned cold, deadly, silent. And then not whispers anymore. Groans, cries, muffled screams echoing from the walls. I swung the flashlight wildly, and that's when I saw them. Figures. Pale faces. Bodies dressed in old hospital gowns, lined against the walls. At first, they stood still. Empty eyes, staring into nothing. Mouths half open, but then, slowly, all of their heads began to turn. In unison, toward me. My hands trembled. I raised the camera and snapped a picture. For a split second, The flash lit the room. And in that brief light, I saw them moving closer, their faces twisted, deformed, skeletal hands stretching out, reaching for me. The light faded. Darkness swallowed me again. Footsteps, dozens of them, pounded toward me. I screamed, shoved the door, and ran. Through hallways, through broken rooms, stumbling in the dark, with the voices chasing me. The whispers had turned into chants now, echoing in every corner of the hospital. You are one of us! One of us! One of us! I didn't know where I was going! Every corridor looked the same. My lungs burned, my heart thrashed in my chest. Finally, I spotted the emergency exit. I charged at it, slammed my shoulder into the door, and burst outside. I collapsed on the cold ground, gasping for air. I thought I had escaped. I thought I was safe. Until I looked at my camera. All the pictures I had taken, none of them showed the hospital. Every single photo was the same. My face surrounded by patients, their hands gripping my arms, their white, empty eyes staring straight into the lens. And as I dropped the camera in horror, I heard it. The last whisper. Not from around me. Not from behind me. From inside the camera. You never left.